#1 uttered these words at last year's U.S. Open. He had no idea what it would lead to.
If you're a 10 handicapper, there's no way you're breaking 100 out there.
So Tiger's words spawned the U.S. Open Challenge, which will feature Cowboys quarterback Tony Romo, Today's Show co-host Matt Lauer, and music star Justin Timberlake, playing with amateur John Atkinson next month, just before the U.S. Open, on the U.S. Open course at Torrey Pines in San Diego. Question is, can he break 100? Well, world #2 doesn't think so.
Statistically, you know, numbers say when you throw them in a 7,600-yard golf course, you don't even have to have rough there. It's going to be in the 90s. Well, you throw U.S. Open rough in there, you don't even have to have the pin placements or the greens that quick, and it will be over 100. When you throw in the pin placements and the greens, it's not a fair challenge.
Well, don't tell that to the amateur John Atkinson, who won out over more than 56,000 others who applied for the chance. He's an incredible story, an 8 handicapper who was diagnosed with non-smoking lung cancer. And earlier this week here, Roger Maltbie had a chance to talk with him.
John, there's a lot of people that say you can't break 100 on a U.S. Open golf course. Phil Mickelson's on record saying you have no chance. What do you think?
I saw that, and I tell you, just seeing your name and Phil Mickelson saying there's no chance is pretty exciting. But you know, when I signed up for this, and as it's progressed, you know, I know a thing or two about beating the odds. You know, I'm fighting the deadliest cancer out there, and if I can beat that, then hey, 100 at the Open, no problem.
Now, there's some heavy hitters coming in for this. Greg Norman's going to caddy for Matt Lauer, and you're going to have Dr. Bob Rotella on the bag for you. What kind of advice has he given you about this day?
He's saying just enjoy it, and that's been easy to do so far. He's also given me some specifics on just accepting the shot and enjoying the day, and you know, visualizing things. And you know, for a normal guy who goes out and tees out in front of his 3 buddies and plays for $5, all of this is a little overwhelming. So I'm sure that his advice will be well suited on the day.
Now, how are you expecting to handle all the hoopla? I mean, because there are going to be cameras, there's going to be a lot of people and a lot of interest. How are you going to deal with that?
Well, I've been working on it, oddly enough. A buddy of mine, Terry Beitler, put together 50 friends came out, NBC came out, local media came out. I had 3 wireless microphones on me, and I mean, I've never played in front of more than a foursome, and I had a gallery following me, and so it was the first time I ever got to experience kind of the pressure along with the golf, and it was a great learning experience. Everything I'm doing is hopefully getting me prepared for the day out at Torrey Pines.
Well, we wish you nothing but luck. There are a lot of people that are pulling for you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You bet.
Well, he handled that interview with Roger Maltbie nicely, and we're going to find out an hour before the final round of the U.S. Open comes on NBC on that Sunday. We're going to find out in an hour show how Mr. Atkinson and the celebs do.
Well, and it'll be interesting to see. I hope he has some help with course management, because that will probably be the key to me as to whether or not he has that legitimate chance to break 100.
Well, Matt Lauer usually listens to a producer in his ear most each and every morning he gets up. He's going to be listening to the Shark, I guess, with some pretty profound advice. Torrey Pines. Matt's a pretty good player, but he says, my goal is to break 100, not just, you know, because Tiger said it and can't be done. He goes, I just want to see if I can break 100. So it's going to be interesting.
Well, Greg Norman has a lot more experience on U.S. Open golf courses than Dr. Bob Rotella, that's for sure.
Just a little.
Norman for a birdie now.